Shalom Israel, and welcome to another edition of Yasharalah's 20-minute breakdown, where I'll attempt to break down the scriptures within 20 minutes. But first and foremost, as always, you know how we do by now. We give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Waha, Rakah, Kadash, and the Akims and the elders in the highways and byways pushing this word in truth and sincerity. All praises. And the elder women teaching the younger women. All praises to you too. And the camps and the solo brothers going out there, making videos, edifying the body, pushing the truth according to scriptures. All praises. Now, what I'm going to touch on today's lesson is going to be based on Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5, where it says, "The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man." And then it says, "Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are an abomination unto Yahweh thy power." Now, there's many a times actually when brothers teach this lesson, I've seen many brothers from different camps teach this lesson. It always comes out pertaining to the woman when they see like a woman in men's clothing, i.e. trousers, But I'm going to do something a little different, actually. I'm going to tackle the same verse, but I'm going to direct it at the men. Whereas you see a lot of these actors, rappers, whatever, like the men wearing women's clothing. That's where I'm directing it at the men, because a lot of our men, like in Hollywood and these other entertainment areas, are forced to put on a dress or a skirt, in like acting roles or whatever, told that it will be funny if they're in a dress or whatever, to demasculine our men. That's what the aim of this is, like Hollywood putting our men in dresses to destroy the masculinity, the male image. So you always find a big, strong, so-called black male. I don't like using the word black because we ain't black, but I'm going to use it for this lesson just so you get the point. But they like to take our men and the biggest ones and all that, and they effeminize us, give us effeminate roles, and, destroy the male image in our community. So, you no longer look big and menacing and, someone that they have to fear, because they fear you. They fear us. So what they have to do is demasculine us by giving us roles and images to bring you into a female tendency or a female state, where now you are looked upon and laughed at, rather than looked upon and feared or respected. You see, that's the thing. Now, in this lesson as well, I'm going to show some photos of some of our prominent men. Some you will recognize and some you won't, but they are all like figures that are in the spotlight, at one point, and even some now. And you will see where every one of our males, our Israelite men, our so-called black men, our Israelite men, in order to make it, in order to get up on that platform, in order for them to reach the goal they want to reach, they have to succumb to this humiliation of wearing a dress or a skirt. Because this act, is no different from here, the Willie Lynch letters of making a slave. Now, when you go into the Willie Lynch letters here, where Willie Lynch came with a foolproof method of how to make a slave and how to make him, like, how to make it generation after generation without having to now teach them. But, like, he came up with a foolproof idea, and it has worked. I mean, back in the day, if you was restless, say you rebelled, slaves were rebelling, because not every slave went willingly and just did as they told. There are a lot of slaves that rebelled, but what they did, they demasculined them by, some of them, they would, tar and fetter, tie them to horses, set them alight, and let the horse pull them apart in front of everybody. And another way, which was called buck breaking, which they would get the meanest and restlessest, Israelite, our men, and they would strip them naked, butt naked, bend them over something so their butt stuck up in the air. They would beat them with a whip so it will weaken them so they couldn't resist what was about to happen next. And then what happened? The male, the slave owner, the Caucasian slave owner, would rape the male in front of his friends, the rest of the slaves, and his wife and children. Now, you mentally couldn't come back from that. Yeah, you were finished. Yeah, and these are the things that they did. Yeah, this is back in the slavery days, to demasculine and to effeminize the men, and so nobody no longer looks up and fear the so-called black man. Now he's deemed as a female because he was just dealt with, if you get my point, as a female. But now they cannot do that buck breaking as they did back in slavery day. So another way now is to break you a different way. If you don't, give you roles that effeminize you. And if you don't take that role, you don't get that call for work. You are no longer, deemed up there. They cut your money. You don't get that phone call. Oh, we got this big role. We'd like you to play it. You won't get that call. But if you succumb to their every desire, you'll get work and you'll be put up on that platform. You'll get money. You'll get riches. When we go into the lesson, we're going to, get some scriptures as well to even, prove that point anyway. And then, I'm going to play a nice clip, and I'm going to show you pictures of our men who all have put on dresses and skirts for the idea of fame and glory and wealth. Yeah. That's all what that's been done for. Anyway, enough said. I've got my timer, which I'm just setting it up now. I should have had that set up already. But yeah, I got my timer set for 20 minutes, and I'm going to start with Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. And then after that, we're going to go into some other scriptures, and then, I want to play, I want to put up some pictures of our prominent men, all that for the name of fame, glory, money, wealth, to be put on a pedestal, they've all taken the bait and been effeminized in one way or another with roles they were given, and what so have you, yeah? Well, without further ado, I've got my timer. And in 3, 2, 1, boom, we're away. Let's go straight there to the book of Deuteronomy. We're going to go straight to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5. Listen to this, yeah? Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5. And it reads, "The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither," hear that, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are an abomination unto Yahweh thy power. Right there. There we go. Showing you that a man should not be putting on a woman's garment. Because once a man puts on a woman's garment, it is an abomination. You are an abomination to the power you serve. Yeah? Which is your power. Not everybody's power. It's your power. Yeah? Now, watch this. I'm gonna jump to the book of James. Actually, watch this. Yeah, I'm going to jump to the book of James, chapter 4 and verse 7. Watch this, because this is the thing. This verse I'm going to read now is one of the things as well, because what happens is, yeah, the deceiver, remember, devil only means deceiver. So the deceiver comes to you with these lucrative offers and tries to make it sound like, oh, I'm going to give you riches and fame. All you got to do is do this. It'll be funny. It'll be great. It's good show business. But while they're doing that, they secretly plotting your demise, because a lot of these heads know the scriptures. Don't be fooled. A lot of them know the scriptures, and they're trying to take you down with them. They know salvation isn't for them. A lot of them know that. Yeah? But what they'll try to do, they'll try to bring many Israelites with them. Yeah? Though hand joined in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. Actually, I'll read that after. Actually, I'll read that that's in the book of Proverbs. I'll read that after. But watch this, yeah? James chapter 4 and verse 7, and it reads, Submit, hear that? Submit yourselves, therefore, to the Most High. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. So you see, these things that you're being asked to do in the name of fame and glory and money, you must resist them. They will flee from you. There are actors like, here's one, Cat Williams. He resisted what they wanted him to do. He said he would never put on a dress. He don't get that much call for acting. You know, at one point, actually, they said they found drugs and all that, and he ended up in prison. So they try to destroy you one way or another, because they got no love for you. Don't get it twisted. They got no love for you whatsoever. Now, watch this. I'm going to read that verse, actually. I was just going to read that I just quoted prior. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11 and verse 21. Watch this, yeah? Proverbs chapter 11, verse 21, and it reads, Though hand joined in hand, the wicked shall not, you hear that? Shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Hear that? So you now, as a so-called black male, joining hands with your enemy, as in to do anything they ask, just for that filthy lucre, your hand is joined with them. So you will not go unpunished. The wicked will not go unpunished, meaning you will not go unpunished also. They're taking you down with them. That's what that is showing you. They're taking you down with them. Now watch this, yeah? Because this is the same thing that happened to Yahushua, the one you call Christ. He was tempted by Satan. Like bow down and worship him, and you'll receive all the glory and the kingdom and the riches, yeah? He resisted the devil, and the deceiver fled from him. Watch this, yeah? I'm going to show you that. I'm going to jump to the book of Matthew. Where are we? Book of Matthew, chapter 4, and I will take it at verse... I'll take it at verse 8. I get to the point. Watch this, yeah? Because the devil, Satan, the deceiver, came to the Messiah, one you call Christ, prior, and said certain things to tempt him. But I'm going to take it at verse 8 to show you what else he did. Now watch this. Matthew chapter 4 and verse 8, and it reads, Again the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain. Hear that? He took him up into an exceeding high mountain. Now, that's, you know what, you got to think about what that scripture says, yeah? The deceiver took him up. unto exceeding high mountain. Notice that, a high mountain, because that's where you want to be, a high place. You want to be above everybody looking down. Yeah? Same thing what Satan did to Yahushua, the one you call Christ. Took him up on a pinnacle, a high place, because you want to be in a high place. So he's taking you up there to see where you can be. All you have to do is do as you're told. Watch this, yeah? Again, this is verse 8. Again, the devil taketh him up into an exceedingly high mountain, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world, and the glory of them. Verse 9, and saith to him, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. So you see that? He was tempted just like you are, but you took the bait. You got demasculined, like you talk against your people that's trying to build back up, our people. You talk against them, you hold hands with your oppressor and your enemy for that bag, that filthy lucre. Yeah? So, but as we know, Yahushua resisted the devil and he fled from him. But you didn't resist the devil. You wanted that, you want that fame. Yeah? You want that fame. Yeah? You want that money. Yeah? You want that job. Yeah? You want to be near to your enemy. You want to embrace your enemy, or those that destroyed you and have no love for you and never will. You want to embrace them and say, we are one. Yeah, I love you. That's what you want to do. So in doing that, you're going to get effeminized and you're going to get destroyed. Now, watch this. I'm going to jump to the book of First Corinthians, because showing you that not only like Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5 says, even though you put on a woman's garment, a man that puts on a woman's garment is an abomination unto Yahweh our power. Also, if you have effeminate tendencies, because when you put on that dress, a male put on that dress, even you look at all of them in the acting when they've put on that dress, they've acted effeminate. They've brought out a effeminate tendency. Yeah, see this putting on woman's garment is spiritual as well, because like you never see a man in a dress acting masculine. He always acts effeminate. But watch what the scriptures say. Watch this. Yeah, I'm going to jump to the book of First Corinthians. Chapter 6 and verse 9. Watch this, yeah? First Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 9. And it reads, know ye not that the unrighteous, say that, shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High? Be not deceived. Meaning, don't even be deceived. Like the Christians make it seem like there's nothing, like in the Christian church. They make you believe there's nothing you can do, whereas the Most High would turn his back on you. Where, the love of Christ, shall we say, is still not with you. That's what they make you believe. But the scripture is showing you, don't be deceived by them. Yeah? You will be you will be judged on what you do. You will be. It's no two ways about it. The scriptures tell you that. You will be judged on what you do. Yeah? Your works. You will be judged on it, as well as your faith. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that, but I'm just dealing with this at the moment. Watch this. I'm going to take it from the top again of 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 9. And it reads, know ye not that the unrighteous, see that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High. Then it says, be not deceived. So don't be deceived about what other people tell you. Listen to what the scriptures say. Be not deceived. Neither, that's going to tell you a few that will not make it. Neither fornicators, yeah, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate. You see that? So, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind. That's gays and lesbians, yeah? As well, yeah? Verse 10, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards. See that? Nor drunkards. And that's twofold. Drunk with literally drunkard, drink it and you're drunk till you act stupid, and also drunken in with other doctrine that's contrary to the Bible. That's the two, drunkard, yeah, literally drunk as in with strong drink, to because there's nothing wrong with drinking, but you got to drink in moderation. But you see, this is drunkards, meaning as well as drinking without moderation, which is strong drink, also drunken on doctrine that is contrary and strange to the Most High and to one that they call Christ, Yahushai, that is contrary to the Bible whatsoever, yeah? Where are we? Verse 10, yeah. It says, nor extortioners. See that? Even extortioners, people that extortion money, like, for instance, like, I loan you money and I want like 50% back interest or whatever, or however I extortion things out of you. Might not be money, it might be other things, but I'm just showing you, even extortioners, it says shall inherit the kingdom of the Most High. So you see, showing you all that I listed, they will not inherit the kingdom of the Most High. And you see what was in there in verse 9? Effeminate. So even if you're not gay, but you're a male and you've got effeminate spirit, by putting on that dress, you will not make it unless you repent and you turn from your ways. But then by repenting, you have to return to the Most High as an Israelite. That's the name he called us, yeah? He called us Israelites. And as I said that, let me quickly bring that point out. I'm going to go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 4. Listen to this. Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 4. And it reads, for Jacob, my servant's sake, and Israel, mine elect, I have even called thee by thy name. See that? And then it says, I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. Now you see that? He's showing you that that's our name. He called us Israelite. He never called us black, American, Caribbean, nigger, Negro, colored. All these names that we were given by our oppressors. The Most High said we were and are Israelites. So we must return back to the Most High as Israelites, keeping his commandments and having faith in the one they call Christ, which is Yahushai, his correct Hebrew name. Yeah, not the so-called Jesus of the Christian church, because that's a Caucasian person. When you go in the scriptures, he's not described at all as being Caucasian. He's described as he's feet as in like the color of fine brass, as if it burnt in a furnace, showing you that he's a very dark-skinned man with woolly hair, like as you see my beard, woolly hair, white, white, as I'm turning white, grey. So you see, these are the things, you see, because what we've done, we've let this happen. We've let this happen. I'm gonna quickly read the book of Isaiah. We've let this happen. Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 12. And Isaiah, listen carefully and closely to this, yeah? Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 12, and it reads, as for my people, he's talking to the Israelites, only ever have been and only ever will. As for my people, children are their oppressors and women rule over them. Listen to this. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths. Showing you, see the people that is leading us, all these like NBC and all these these top entertainment places, Hollywood, what's the other people them that Mine's gone blank now. What's the other network? TBN network as well, which is Trinity Broadcasting Network. You know, all these Sky News, which are all run by these certain people. If you do your research, you'll know who runs all the media outlet, the news outlet, even the music industry. Those people run all of that, and they set the narrative. And our men that want that filthy lucre, they'll do whatever it takes. And that even it means disowning and denouncing your own people, they will do it. Yeah? Just for the sake of that bread, you know? Yeah, you know what? So, you know, oh, actually, there was one thing I wanna read, right? Because now, there's something I wanted to read. Actually, I'm gonna quickly read that now, yeah. Because what I was saying earlier when I started the lesson, yeah, what I was saying earlier watch this. I want to read something to you, because what I was saying earlier, that like this started really from the slavery days, like into buck breaking. This is what I wanted to read. There was this article I wanted to read, yeah? Just listen to this. This is what happened actually in the buck breaking era. Watch this. And it's no different now. It's filtered right down to now, but now they don't do this method, what I'm about to read. What they do, they give you roles now to effeminize you, to make you a female in society, to demasculine our men. Watch this, yeah? Now, it says here, what is buck breaking? Now, we're going to read this, yeah? What is buck breaking? This is exactly what it is. Listen to this. Mainly utilized by slave owners in the Caribbean. Buck breaking was used against male slaves who were seen as defiant. The process involved the slave owner forcing the enslaved man to lower his pants and bend over a tree stump to ensure that his buttocks were propped up into the air. The enslaved man would then be flogged severely, meaning whipped, then be flogged severely. This would weaken him so that he would not be able to resist the rape that followed. The white slave owner would then proceed to rape the slave several times. Listen to this. This form of punishment was worsened by the fact that it would be done in full view of all the other enslaved people, including the slave's family and friends. In addition to being sexually violated, the slave would also be publicly humiliated. This public punishment would instill fear in other slaves and thus prevent any further rebellion. Now listen to this, yeah? Enslaved men who were victims of this vile punishment often ran away from the plantation or killed themselves as they were unable to deal with the humiliation that they had suffered. It was often too difficult for them to integrate back into the society that had watched them being emasculated in front of their wife, children, and friends. Now, I'm out of time, but you get the point. This is Yasharala. We out.